The destroyer's passage through open waters was meant to be uneventful. These transits happen often quiet, deliberate movements designed to uphold international norms rather than provoke them. The ship's crew moved through familiar rhythms. Watches rotated, systems hummed, and the horizon stretched endlessly in every direction. Nothing about the day suggested it would be remembered. From the bridge, the sea looked calm. Visibility was excellent. The kind of day that encouraged complacency, if complacency were ever allowed aboard a modern warship. Sensors scanned the air and surface continuously, converting distance into data, motion into patterns. The ship's mission was simple: proceed lawfully, observe professionally, avoid escalation. Then the air picture changed. A fast-moving contact appeared at range first as a blip, then as a track that tightened far quicker than expected. The approach angle was unusual. Not threatening on paper, but close enough to command attention. As the aircraft descended and closed distance, the mood aboard the destroyer shifted subtly. Not alarm, but alertness. Close passes are not inherently hostile. In many regions, aircraft and ships observe one another routinely, but proximity compresses time. It reduces margins. It forces decisions to be made sooner, with less room for interpretation. When a jet flies too close, the question is no longer what it is, but what it intends. The crew watched as the aircraft grew larger against the sky. Its speed and altitude left little room for error. Any sudden change, wind shear, miscalculation, mechanical issue could turn a show of presence into a dangerous incident. Professionalism demanded restraint. Vigilance demanded readiness. On deck, sailors paused in their tasks, glancing upward. Years of training had taught them what to look for, not drama, but deviation. The aircraft's proximity crossed an unspoken threshold. Not illegal, perhaps, but unwise. In moments like this, misinterpretation becomes the real risk. Each side reads the other through assumptions shaped by doctrine, history, and recent events. What one side sees as signaling, the other may see as testing. The closer the distance, the louder the message feels intended or not. As the jet passed near the destroyer, the ship's response was measured to the second. There was no panic, no rush to escalate. Instead, procedures unfolded quietly, practiced countless times for moments exactly like this. Communication lines opened. Observations were logged. The encounter was treated not as an affront, but as a variable to be managed. The destroyer's crew understood something essential. Overreaction can be as dangerous as inaction. Modern military encounters are not judged only by outcomes, but by conduct. How a force behaves under pressure sends messages far beyond the immediate participants. The aircraft's path was tracked continuously. Its speed, altitude, and direction were analyzed in real time. Every maneuver was interpreted within a broader context: regional dynamics, recent activity, established patterns. This was not a duel, it was a calculation. From the outside, the ship appeared unchanged. It did not alter course sharply. It did not broadcast aggression, but internally, awareness was heightened. The destroyer was not passive, it was composed. That distinction matters. The jet completed its pass and began to move away. The moment of maximum tension passed without incident. No collision. No warning shots. No dramatic escalation. Yet the encounter was far from insignificant. These moments are recorded carefully. They become data points in larger assessments. Analysts later reconstruct timelines, distances, and behavior. Was the approach safe? Was it professional? Did it adhere to established norms? The answers shape future interactions. For the sailors aboard the destroyer, the encounter reaffirmed the value of discipline. Training exists not to win dramatic moments, but to avoid irreversible ones. A single misstep in such proximity could have consequences far beyond the ship and aircraft involved. The jet's departure left behind a quiet awareness. Something had been tested. Boundaries had been brushed. The response, calm, restrained, precise, was itself a message. The significance of the encounter did not end when the jet disappeared from view. Its true impact unfolded later in briefings, reports, and diplomatic conversations far removed from the open sea. Such incidents are rarely isolated. They are read as signals, sometimes intentional, sometimes accidental. Each side asks the same questions. What was being tested? What response was expected? What message was actually sent? For the United States Navy, the encounter reinforced a long-standing principle. Freedom of navigation is upheld not through confrontation, but through consistency. The destroyer completed its transit. The mission continued. No deviation signaled intimidation or retreat. For observers, the event became part of a broader pattern of close encounters that raised concerns about safety and escalation. Each incident adds weight to discussions about rules of behavior, communication channels, and the risks of miscalculation. The most important outcome was psychological. The cost of flying too close became clearer, not because something went wrong, but because it could have. In high-speed, high-stakes environments, near misses are warnings, not victories. Within military planning circles, the encounter served as a reminder that professionalism under pressure matters as much as capability. The absence of an incident was not accidental. It was the result of restraint and preparation. Public narratives often focus on who won an encounter. Professionals ask a different question. Did stability hold? In this case, it did, but not without risk.